Hey, everybody, another Behind the Sermon. I'm here with Pastor Steve today. What's up, Steve?
Not much. How are you, Sean?
I'm doing pretty darn well.
So you were away at a wedding this weekend.
Yeah, all the way in Virginia.
Down in Virginia. Was it beautiful down there?
Yes, it really was. I mean, if I was completely honest, I wish I was still there. I'm just kidding. No, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
And
but we're kind of going to be on that theme. We're talking about marriage and husbands and wives.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You got to see a wedding happen in marriage.
Yes, so it's fresh in my mind as we talk about it. But I think you tackled a very difficult, divisive topic today in just our culture, the dynamics of the wife and relation to her husband. But did you want to talk about that more with us today?
I would love to. So let me start here. So why did I talk today about husbands and wives? It was really to the wives today, and it was about the wife's position, her station in the marriage. Why did I talk about that today? And the answer is this is one of the cool things about doing expository, verse by verse preaching through books of the Bible. The reason I did it is because it came up next in the text. So nobody can say, one of the helpful things is nobody can say, you're just riding a hobby horse or you're always on. And indeed, expository verse by verse, one of the great advantages of it is it keeps a pastor from riding his hobby horses all the time.
The things you want to talk about, yeah.
It also makes a pastor's life easier. Like I don't have to go home and think all night tonight, oh man, I got to hit the ground running Monday morning, tomorrow morning. Let's see, what am I going to preach on next week? Oh man, I don't know. There's all these topics.
So the Bible is setting your preaching curriculum.
Like I know what's coming next. It's that next verse or those next verses together. So,
do you ever get the desire to pepper in a different topic or?
Yeah, and we'll do that periodically. But it was such a privilege and such a joy to get to preach to wives and then next week husbands. I feel a little bad that we were only on wives today. We didn't get the husbands. Right. And I knew that we wouldn't, but it's like all on the wife, and the wives might be thinking, hey, this isn't fair. Well, we'll get to the husband. We'll actually spend more time on the husband. But what a privilege to speak to wives and try to encourage them about things that are in God's word that will make marriage better.
Right. And
so will make life better. And I thought one of the important things in the sermon today is we don't want to take our cue from the world. They have their own creation story. We all crawled up out of the primordial ooze, and therefore we can make marriage whatever we want it to be. And it turns out to be a mess when you do that.
Like that ooze.
Yeah, like the ooze. Good job. So it can be a beautiful thing. It can be a wonderful thing if you will bring it to the Lord, submit it to Him, submit your souls to Him, seek by His word and His ways to build your marriage. So it's a joy and a privilege to speak to wives. But I'm sure it was probably a hard message for some too. I pray the Lord will help them to receive His word. So
yeah, and hopefully the guys are going to be just as passionate to hear the part that's coming up for them next Sunday.
You can hit guys a lot harder, so it's going to be easier for me.
It's going to be hard hitting. Good, Steve. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you.
See you.